Hello, welcome to Trad Tuesday. Why do you think? And today I'm looking at a Latvian folk band and I've been researching. I didn't know anything about it before this video, but there's so much I've learned and I cannot wait to share it with you. So the band are called Tautumeitas and the song's called Raganu Nakts, and that means Midsummer Night in Latvian. Now that is a very special festival in Latvia called Jāņi. I'll tell you a little bit about that later. But let's have a listen to the start and I'll start telling you my research. Woo! So I want you to listen to the instruments as well as the voices. So what I hear in a lot of ancient and traditional music is people echoing the sounds of their environment, of nature. We don't hear it so much in modern music because there isn't so much nature to echo, so we hear our synthetic sounds around us, so then we reproduce that in musical form. So it's really beautiful to hear this just very tribal. It just brings something up in you, doesn't it? It just really, you feel that connection to nature in the sounds that they're creating. Now this is full of traditional Latvian instruments and I've never heard of any of these before, so I'm learning about them too. There's one called the kokol, which is a plucked string instrument that resembles a harp, and it's considered the national symbol of Latvia. It's often used in folk music and ceremonies. You're also hearing the bungas, which is the drums that you're hearing, and this is used in Jāņi, the summer solstice festival, which is a fascinating festival that I didn't know about, and I'm going to tell you about it in a minute. You're also going to be hearing a stabule. I don't think we've heard it so far, but it's kind of something that's similar to a flute or more like a recorder, and it's associated with shepherds. And then we've got the giga, which is a bowed string instrument, kind of like a fiddle or a violin. So I don't think we've heard that either, but it's a very popular instrument in Latvia. So let's see if we can hear any of those instruments in there. Definitely the bungas. And the lion. I love these like shorter bars. Can we go back and listen to that? So I think we're like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's a bar of 3, I think. So let's go back to 1 minute 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ah, it's a bar 2, okay. It's really interesting because it kind of throws you off guard and you're like, whoa! It has this like amazing feeling of lift in it. So there's something so wonderful about hearing a chorus of women singing together. It feels, again, it's not something we hear very often actually nowadays. You don't really get, not when women aren't in harmony. It's more curated than this, but this is like, yeah, we're just singing, we're just going for it. You know, you hear it in football chants with men all the time, but there's not like a woman version of that. And there used to be like loads of songs, like in Scotland we have the tradition of when people were weaving, we had the weaver songs and things like that. And they have a very particular sound, which is all these women singing together. It kind of reminds me of that. Now, this song, is really interesting because it is about women going out into the woods and they're going to look for fern blossoms and they encounter some witches and some werewolves, right? But collecting fern blossoms is actually a really interesting thing in this festival. In the festival, if you find the mythical fern flower, all your wishes can be granted. So you could ask it a wish and it will come true. But there's also other things that people do. There's lots of rituals and games during the festival. Some are to find a spouse or to ward off misfortune. So you could go swimming in a river or lake, which brings you health and beauty on Midsummer's Day, or you can roll in a dewy meadow, which will bring you wealth and success. And I would do that anyway, without the consequences of wealth and success. Let's just go rolling in a meadow. There's a half bar again. You know, it kind of reminds me of raving at the same time, the drums. So it's so funny that this is so, like, it comes from such ancient music, and it actually just reminds me of, like, I don't know, Burning Man or something, which is so funny. The wreaths of flower on their heads is a traditional Yani thing. Singing a folk song on Yani is part of the whole festival. Also, drinking beer and eating cheese. So if that's your thing, I don't eat cheese, but I might drink some beer. And that's symbols of fertility and abundance. And everything is also flavoured with caraway seeds. I don't think I've had that before, but caraway seeds are meant to have magical properties. So I might go and try some and see if anything magical happens. It makes me smile. Okay, I'm going to listen to the end of this. I also forgot to talk about this amazing harmony build. It's something that really hits you as they build out the harmonies. There's something so beautiful about them all singing in unison together, but that builds into just a third, and then you've got the triad, so the full chord. A chord is normally made of the first third and the fifth of the scale, and they filled that whole chord out with their vocals, and now, you know, they're singing within those harmonies, and you've got now this full kind of cuddle sound, which is wonderful. And an octave, actually. Someone's singing really low. That was so fun to learn about, and such a fun song. I wish I had a sisterhood like that, where I could just go and sing songs and dance in the forest or a big field. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe. If you're interested, I've also just released my own album, Fable. All the information is down in the description on my website, but a few songs are already out here on YouTube and also on Spotify. I'd love if you could check it out. It's not like this. It's a bit different. Yeah, there is one at the end that's kind of like this. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked, please do like and subscribe. I'd love you to join me for more learning and listening to music, and I will see you in the next one.